All right, college football kicked off on Thursday. So welcome to week zero, I guess. Week zero, week one. I'm not really sure what to call this, honestly. I just a weird season where leagues and teams are starting at weird different points. So I guess technically this is week zero since the ACC starts next week, but I don't know. I don't think I'm going to be calling them any weeks. Just welcome back to college football. I'm not going to go insane this fall after all. What's up, Tailgaters? My name is Tailgate Nate. Welcome back to my channel. And this is weird for me to say, but college football's back. College football is back. We had 2 games on Thursday. We're going to be taking a look at some scores game, just give you my thoughts on the game, and then we're going to take a look at what's in store for Saturday. Not a whole lot in store for Saturday, and I don't have any fancy presentation made for you today. So I'm going to be giving you some college football news that I've missed over the past couple weeks, and then we're just going to talk about college football and what you can expect from me during the season. So first off, the Big Ten has come out and said that it has now seen all these responses from people that say, yeah, we want to play football. Big Ten might start Thanksgiving. I've heard maybe even mid to late October as teams are preparing to play football in October. Big Ten hasn't said anything about that yet, but Thanksgiving is a mulling possibility, but until then, they're still postponed to the spring. Other players have opted out of this season, but none more notable than Jamie Newman of Georgia. Yes, the Wake Forest transfer is opting out. He's going to prepare himself for the NFL draft, and every single Georgia fan is flushing the season down the toilet right now. That's it. Season's over. Time to go home. If you're a Georgia fan, that's how you're probably feeling, right? Any Georgia fans out there, let me know how you feel about that in the comment section down below. But, I mean, that's an absolutely huge loss for Georgia. He was going to be one of the stellar points of their offense. They already have some great wide receivers, and I'm sure Georgia will have no problem replacing their running back. Again, big shoes to fill, but they usually fill them pretty well. So Georgia was going to be really good next year and really test Alabama, but now Alabama, the clear favorite in the SEC now that Jamie Newman has opted out. All right, so with those 2 things out of the way, 2 games were played last Thursday as FBS football kicked back off. So I'm going to take a look at those 2 games, give you my thoughts on them, and then we're going to take a look at games on Saturday. All right, so first, here are the games that were played on Thursday. I'm just on ESPN.com. Again, I don't have a fancy PowerPoint presentation for you lovely people, but ESPN.com is a very useful source. So here we are. Central Arkansas played UAB in the first FBS game of the season. Central Arkansas, of course, is an FCS team, but they were playing an FBS team, and that was UAB, University of Alabama, Birmingham. And UAB won 45-35. Ever since UAB has come back from the football program, they have been outstanding. It was a pretty good game to watch, too, as UAB played well, Central Arkansas played well. UAB just happened to score more points. Central Arkansas is proven to be a fairly solid FCS team, had a comeback win against Austin PA to open up college football play. And now to open up FBS play, they were close but lost by 10 to UAB. And then we move on to the second game on Thursday. South Alabama beat Southern Miss in the Sun Belt Conference USA matchup as the Jaguars beat Southern Miss 32-21. So Frank Gore Jr. actually made his debut in this game for Southern Miss, son of great NFL running back Frank Gore. So Frank Gore Jr. playing for the Golden Eagles this year. Was not enough, though. South Alabama able to get their first win of the season. That's all for Thursday action. No Friday games. So let's go ahead and take a look at what Saturday holds. All right, so first up at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time or noon Central, Eastern Kentucky and Marshall are going to be playing in the first Saturday game of the season. And this one, again, this should be no problem for Marshall. I see no reason why Marshall does not win this game. This one is an easy win. I am predicting Marshall to win this game by probably double digits, maybe 15-plus points. I think Marshall will have no problem in their season opener against Eastern Kentucky. Then you move on and you have Army and Middle Tennessee. This is going to be at 12:30 on CBS Sports Network. This is going to be a little bit of a closer game, but as I talked about in my Army preview, try to remember that. That was a long time ago. Feels like it, right? Army, I think, is going to be able to win this game. I think Army's going to be able to beat Middle Tennessee, and Army going to start out pretty good to their season. We move on down. SMU and Texas State. Not a very good game going to be, in my opinion, either. This one is going to be after Eastern Kentucky and Marshall on ESPN. I think SMU is going to be able to win this game over the Bobcats pretty sizably as well. I think SMU and Shane Buechele going to be able to get it done against Texas State. We move on down. North Texas and Houston Baptist. And again, I mean, North Texas is not a very good FBS team, so Houston Baptist could come in and win, but Houston Baptist is not that well known of an FCS team either. I think North Texas is going to get the easy win here. And that one is on ESPN3. Move on to another game on ESPN. Could be an interesting one. I talked about Lane Hatcher a couple of times on my channel, the quarterback for Arkansas State. Kid is a playmaker. He was highly recruited by Alabama, but chose Arkansas State. Just shows what a good player he is. But, of course, facing Memphis. So this is going to be a good test for Memphis to see really just how Memphis plays without head coach Mike Norvell, and see if Brady White still has it, see if Kenneth Gainwell still has it after just this weird offseason and no spring football. Going to be a really interesting one here for Arkansas State and Memphis. I do think Memphis is going to come out on top in this game, as I feel they are the more talented team, but I'd watch out for Lane Hatcher this year. He's going to throw a couple balls down here, going to keep Arkansas State close, but I do believe that Memphis just going to be able to overpower Arkansas State at home and win this game. And we move on down on ESPN3, Stephen F. Austin and UTEP. I don't know much about Stephen F. Austin, don't know much about UTEP, but all I know is that UTEP is an FBS team and Stephen F. Austin is an FCS team. UTEP should be able to get the win here again, that one on ESPN3. And that wraps up Saturday's action, but the big one, the one that everyone is looking forward to, it's BYU and Navy. It is on Labor Day, Monday, September 7th. We were supposed to see a different game on Labor Day. We were supposed to see Georgia and Virginia instead. I still think this is going to be a pretty good game. We're going to get BYU and Navy. So the line on this, actually BYU is favored by 1.5. Big reason why, Navy's not going to have Malcolm Perry this season. So that's going to be a big loss for the midshipmen. We'll have to see how they adjust to that. But overall, I do feel like Navy is the more equipped team. Yes, I feel like I know BYU is favored. But I still think that Navy is going to be able to get this done, right? You guys probably think so too, I imagine. But maybe I'm underestimating BYU here. But my prediction is Navy is going to get the win here. And that wraps it up for week 1, technically, according to ESPN.com. I don't really think I'm going to be calling them any sort of weeks, but Navy BYU is your big game this week, as no notable teams are playing. But the ACC does kick off next week. All right, so what are videos going to look like here on out? Well, I've been pretty busy lately, and I don't think I'm going to be able to upload as much as I'd like to. So here's what I think is going to happen. I think what's going to happen is after each week of college football wraps up, I'm going to be releasing a video for you guys on Wednesday around maybe 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock Eastern time. Again, the time, kind of need to figure that out still, but I will be releasing a video for you guys every Wednesday, kind of recapping the past week and then looking forward to the next week. I probably anticipate maybe a 15 to 20-minute video each week, just giving my thoughts. Don't expect a whole lot out of me, like, boom, here's my top 25 poll, I was planning on doing all that, but this is just going to be a really, really weird season, so I'm sorry if that's what you all were expecting, but what I'm going to do is just recap the previous week, look at the top 25 poll for the upcoming week, and look at games, giving my thoughts, predictions, and all that good stuff. So that's what videos are going to look like from me, but there's your slate for week 1. I mean, there are still some pretty interesting games to go watch, but baby, college football's back, and it feels so weird to say that just with the times we've been going through. But guys, remember to play hard, tailgate harder. Leave a like on this video, subscribe, hit that notification bell, join Tailgate Nation, leave a comment down below. Tell me you're excited for college football. I know I am, and even though my team might not be playing until November or even in the spring, college football is back, and I'm here going to crank out content for you guys. So again, remember to play hard and tailgate harder. I'll see you guys in the next video. Enjoy college football. Goodbye.